Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm at Star Cottage Studio. Thank you for joining me. It's an early day today, I know. We normally go live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but today we're going live at, well, about 4:15 here today because I have a pottery class tonight, and Andrew is in Tennessee at Aramont learning casting. So that's very exciting. If you didn't see his posts and stories and reels from the last few days, I hope you'll check them out on Andrew Thornton Artist over on Instagram and Facebook. He's also been sharing some things on his personal timeline, Andrew Thornton, and he's making some cute stuff, y'all. Did you see the little peach and strawberry he made? Super cute. Peach or orange, can't remember what it was, but super dang cute. And he's learning casting. He's learning how to sculpt in wax a lot more, and getting better at it. He's learning how to control the heat and the wax and all that good stuff. So he's learning a lot, and he's having fun, and he's seeing bears. If you missed that, he showed some pictures or videos of some bears that with some little baby cub, a mama bear and some baby bears. They are so cute, but they were close enough that with the zoom on his camera, he got a very good look at them. So he was further back from them, but the zoom on the camera made them look like they were really close. So still a little too close for my comfort, but luckily he saw them out of the, the movement in his eye and knew to stop. Whew, it's warm in here. Alexa, start the air conditioner. Hopefully that didn't start any of your air conditioners if you didn't want it to. I should have muted myself for that. Sorry. So we've got random finds today, and boy, are these random. We have some pearls. We have some gemstones. We have some miscellaneous beads, some glass, some acrylic. We have some jewelry. So we have some things that are already put together. I'm selling them at such low prices. It's pretty much for the beads, assuming you'll take them apart. So I price them by what I think probably the beads are worth, and then I gave you the extra discount we usually do for the lives. So hopefully you like these. If you do, we have a box of them. Like, I'm talking a big box of these. And we did a buyout one time of some jewelry, and they're just fun. Some of them are really funky. I picked out some of the ones that I really like to give you a taste of what these could be like. So if you like these, maybe we'll do a show on these and give you pretty good prices that you can, cut these apart and just grab the beads off of them. So let me know in the comments at the end of this show if you liked this kind of jewelry that we did. I have 3 different sets today that I'm going to show you, but like I said, we have a box of them, and we haven't done much with them because we keep thinking, are we going to tear them apart? Are we going to take them to a show and just try to sell them as is? But they've been sitting here for probably a year or two, and so I figured, let's take them out and just see. Let's just give you a taste and see if you like them. So some really random stuff. All right. So hopefully you like these. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see who's here with us today. Susanna's here. Marianne is here. Suzanne's asking, how's the AG Bead fam? Yeah, how are you out there? How are y'all doing? Norma is here with us. Suzanne says, glad you're going early today. You get to your class, and I need to watch a certain man make a speech at 7. Yes. So I'm glad it was easy to go live today earlier. Not easy. I've been rushing. I have been rushing, but I got some shipping done, some emailing done. I have some packages to take to the post office tomorrow morning because I'm going to miss it. I've just about missed it. They close at 4:30. So I'll drop those off in the morning. Suzanne says, I love what Andrew is doing. The bear's heart. Yeah, the bears were so cute. Hello, Susie. Good to see you here earlier in the day. Marion says, no air conditioner to start. Good. Well, not good, but good. I always forget when I yell those things that it might enact things in other people's homes. Suzanne says, if I buy today, I can't pay until Saturday. Is that okay? Yes. Perfectly fine. Not a problem at all. You know, for our AG Bead fam, we're super lenient when we can be. Generally, unless it's a like a trunk show or like our artisan beads, even those, because it's a close friend of ours. But generally, unless we're selling for someone else in some way, we can be lenient up to a week or two on payment without too much of an issue. But we do appreciate if you let us know. I will say that the way our invoices are set up, you will get reminders. It's just automatic. It's the way we have them set up. You're going to get reminders on the invoices. If you've already let us know, don't worry about them. Just ignore them. And that's no problem. But thank you for asking. And that gives me a chance to explain that too. That goes for any of our main AG Bead fam. If you've been with us for a while and you need a few days, it's not a problem generally. But we do like to know. We do like to know just so that we see what's going on. And you know, it takes us a while to sort everything out and ship everything anyway. I did get your email, Suzanne, about the last lots. I'm going to get those in the mail ASAP for you. But yeah, and that's the thing too, is if you ever, we generally combine things. So we wait a while until you have a few invoices and then we go through all the invoices and combine stuff and ship orders in batches. That's for our regulars. Generally, if you're a one-off and you've just ordered, you know, quickly and you're new, we try and get those out ASAP for you. Unless you let us know you want to add more to your shipment to combine shipping, because we do that too. But for our regulars, we generally combine shipments over a period of time and then batch ship them. But if you ever want anything quicker, just all you have to do is send us an email and we will work on getting that batch out for you ASAP. And since Barb is pretty much done, Barb got in touch with me yesterday. I didn't expect her to come back after she came back from her last trip here, but she offered if we need any help up until the end of July. So I have her, I'm allowed to have her on call until then, she said. But after that, she will be done with us, right? Now, until, well, she'll be done. She's planning on spending some time in Florida and spending some time with her grandson. So we're happy for her. We're sad for us a little bit, but it will just be me doing the shipping again, back to that. And now that our schedule's rearranged, that I'm not at the store every day, that should be pretty easy. But I'm also the one that always gets all the emails. So it should be a pretty seamless. If you send us an email and you want something shipped out a little bit faster, I will be the one doing the emailing and taking care of that. There shouldn't be any, you know, messages back and forth to anybody like when we had Barb. And sometimes things would get a little confused, mostly because of me. Sometimes I am not clear. So yeah, just let us know if you need things shipped out right away, if you want something faster, if you want a particular batch of things faster, we can get it out to you. If you want to hold stuff, we can do holding stuff, especially if you're in like Canada or another country, and you want to kind of try to maximize your shipping amounts because those shipping amounts are higher. Let us know and we'll be happy to do that. You know, we give really good prices on things, I think, and sometimes for out of the country shipping, the price of the items, because we're priced so well, is sometimes less than the shipping amount. So if you ever want to hold something, if you're out of the country, we're happy to do that. We can wait until you find something else and we'll ship things together. We can't hold tons of stuff forever, but we do make allowances for things like that. And yeah, the other thing I should note too is we pretty much charge you what we are charged for shipping from the post office. We give you generally a $4.70 flat rate here in the US, and that covers up to 4 ounces. If it goes above that, usually we'll throw in another shipping charge for you if you combine multiple things. If we overcharge you in shipping, we refund you generally. If you are out of the country, we generally get an exact quote based on the weight of your package and charge you what we are charged. And we get discounted shipping. You're getting at least a better charge than what if we walked into the post office and tried to ship these packages, because we ship commercially. So we pass on only that exact amount of shipping to you. We don't make money on shipping. That's not a thing for us. We only try to make money on the products we give you, and we only try to make enough that we make a living and still can give you good prices. So that's that for anyone new. Since we're going on a different time slot, I figured I'd say that just in case we have new people joining in with us today. Norma says, my AC isn't that smart. I didn't know ours was either until I read more about it. And I was like, ooh, this is nice. I actually didn't set that up with you know who until like a week or two ago when I realized that was a possibility. Marion says, my apartment doesn't really get hot. I do have an AC in the car. You said you have a basement apartment, right? That might be why, right? Yeah, it's nice when you got the basement apartment. Like everyone always wants the top floor or the upper. It's sometimes nice in basement apartments because they stay cooler and stay warmer, right? Suzanne says, great, thanks so much. Thank you. Hello, Amanda. Thanks for joining in. Danette is here doing a quick check-in. I know you said you have to do a rewatch tomorrow. Feel free to rewatch tonight, tomorrow. I think we're going to have some good stuff. We're going to have some good stuff. Suzanne says, I usually don't mind, but that's Scrimshaw. I know. I'm glad you got that. I'm glad somebody got it. Kind of. I almost kept it for myself. The more I looked at it, the more I was like, ooh, if this doesn't sell, that's okay. But yeah, it's beautiful, and I can't wait to see what you make with it. I know you'll make something really nice. Danette says, do you have orange colored beads, 6mm? Possibly. I have some faceted carnelian tonight that are bright orange, but I don't know what size they are. Are you talking rounds, Danette? I can look for you. Let me know what shape you want. Let me make a note here. Because my brain is fried. 6mm. Any shade of orange, light orange, dark orange. What kind of shade orange are we talking about? Red orange, kind of orange. And let me know if you're still out there. Harry's here. Hello, Harry. Suzanne says our AC has been fixed and it wasn't expensive. That's best, right? That's best. When things get fixed and it's not expensive, I love that talk. Basement, yes, says Marianne. Nice. I don't know. I never, until you said you had a basement apartment, I never thought you did, because anytime we had done videos with you and stuff, it never struck me as like dark or anything. And I thought you've shown pictures with windows. So it just surprised me that you were in a basement apartment, I guess, because I usually think basement apartments are going to be dark, and but it seems like you had a nice light and stuff. I don't know. Rounds, orange. So bright orange, kind of like a bright orange. I'll take a look around because I did not pull any tonight, but I feel like I should. Right? Do they have to be gemstones? Are you looking for glass? Can it be anything? Or are you specifically looking for like a carnelian or a gemstone? Let me know. Okay. Whew. It's warm. And I can't do too much chatting today because we've got lots to get through. We got about 30 lots tonight. And I've got to go to my pottery class tonight. I think I'm going to start a project tonight making some pendants, or learning how to make some pendants out of ceramic. We have plans, y'all. What would you all think about Andrew's kind of designs, like the baby dragon and the honeybee and things like that, maybe on ceramic pendants? Would you like that? because we can now, I think, we haven't tried it yet. This is all part of a trial thing. We got a printer to be able to do decals on ceramic. And I think I want to make some various shaped ceramic pendants and put some of maybe Andrew's art to start on them. Maybe. I don't know. What do y'all think? They would be the kind of brown, rusty color decals that you see often on ceramics. We're not fancy to have the color ones right now. We couldn't afford that kind of a printer. But I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun. Glass is preferred, Annette says. Okay. Let me see what I can hunt around for. Not many basement apartments in New Orleans. No, that would probably be dangerous, right? Quite large windows, so while I don't get much direct sun on a sunny day, it's nice. Yeah, as long as you got windows. Direct sun is not great anyway, right? It just blinds you, it heats you up. As long as there's diffused light, I'm all good for that. Suzanne would be interested. Amanda says that sounds great. I don't know what shape of pendants I'm going to do. I would love to do maybe some triangular ones, but I think I'm going to have to start with round just to get into the groove of it all. So that's probably what I will look for, try to make tonight, maybe. Sorry, I've been a little dehydrated today. I haven't drank a lot today. I was up very late last night. I stayed up way too late. I told you I started cleaning the house before before I did the live. I think that was last night. And I came down after the live, after I invoiced everybody and after I did the spreadsheeting and all that. I came down and one of the kittens or cats, I don't know who, peed on the floor in the kitchen. I don't know why. There's an outside cat, and I did have the windows open. Lately, we've been closing the windows and turning on the air. And I mentioned yesterday that I didn't have the air on. I had the windows open, and I think somebody was marking the territory, and they peed near the fridge, and it went under the fridge. So last night, I'm at home by myself, moving the refrigerator, because it's in like a, we have like a partial wall, and then it's right next to the cabinets, the kitchen cabinets. So on one side, it's close to the cabinets, and on the other side, there's a partial wall. So I'm like dragging the refrigerator out. And of course, it's on wheels, but those wheels do not work anymore. It's an old refrigerator. It came with the house. Those wheels don't move. They haven't moved in years. So I'm like dragging it out, moving it around. I am sweating. I had sweat dripping off of me, and I had to clean under the refrigerator, behind the refrigerator, on the side of the refrigerator, on the side of on the cabinets. So that took a lot longer than, I say it and it sounds like it doesn't take a long time. That took a long time last night. And then of course I had to get a shower and then clean up, move the refrigerator back, and then I had to take out the trash. It was trash night, thank goodness, because I did all that cleaning and I could just throw it out. And then finally I fed the cats, and then, well, I fed the cats before that actually, and that's when I noticed it had happened. And then I finally fed myself, and by the time I was eating, I think it was 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And then of course I couldn't get to sleep because I was wound up from it all. And I didn't get to bed, I think, until about 4 a.m. Andrew messaged me at about 1 o'clock, something like that. And he was wound up from his class and excited. And he had been out with some friends, his new friends that he's making. And so we chatted a little bit about what's going on with him. And then, of course, I was watching a TV show, and I don't like to stop in the middle of everything, in the middle of a show. so I had to watch the end of the show. But I was up till like 4 in the morning. So I slept in today, and then my day was kind of a rush. I exercised a little bit last night. I did get a little bit of exercise in while my food was heating up. I made some more potatoes, and I sauteed some onions and zucchini and the rest of the chicken mushrooms and kind of barbecue sauce that Andrew made. I finished that up and put that over the potatoes and had a really good meal. But at least it was quick. It was a quick meal. Harry says, if you want to do a lot of pendants, I was just using the laser to cut out shapes in wood. Set them on oil clay and cast with USG #1 pottery plaster. You can pour slip into the resulting mold. I have no idea what that's all about, but I will look into that. Thank you for the information. I will take that and I will research that, because I have no idea what that is, and I don't know if I have that available to me at this moment or not. Laser cut out the shapes in wood, set them on oil clay, and cast with USG pottery plaster. You can pour slip into the resulting molds. Yes, Marianne says research time. Definitely research time. That's interesting. Yeah, I think what I'm going to start out doing is I'm going to roll flat some clay. I'm going to cookie cutter out some shapes. We'll see what kind of shapes I can do. And very simple bisquing and firing, and then I'm going to do the what's it called, water slip decals is what we've got. Water slide decals that we can print, and I'm going to water slide the decals on and then fire them to see if our printer does that, because Andrew also wants to use these water slide decals possibly on glass, on enamel. So that's another thing too. We got to make sure that it's going to work. So that's what I'm going to try to do, I think, because doing that, I know I can probably do that with even what we have available to us at home. We have a small kiln, and I could get some clay, and I could do all this. I could get some regular, some kind of, whether I just do them in white glaze or clear glaze, I don't know, but some kind of glaze, and I could do these decals pretty easily, I think, from home, even if I don't fire them with my teacher. So that's what I'm going to try to do, but I like having options, so that I'm going to have to look into. Thank you, Harry. Charlie's here, says I can't stay for long, just popping in to say hi. Hello, Charlie. We're not staying for long either. I'm probably talking longer than I thought I was going to talk. So let's get to this show. Let's show you what we've got. Sorry I can't chit chat more, shoot the breeze a little more, but I've got a pottery class to get to after this. So let me flip this camera around and we're going to show you some of the randomness that I found today. You've all been having fun with this random stuff, and I hope that you have more fun with it today. You've all seemed to be enjoying it. We've had some pretty good claims on it, which I'm happy about. It helps clear out Star Cottage Studio here a little bit, things that we've had sitting around for a little while. So hopefully you like that. Norma says, interesting. I did a Zoom class with Heather Powers doing water slide decals on copper. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we're going to try and do them on glass and ceramics. So we'll see how that works. But you need a kiln to do the ones we have. So I don't know if that was the same with her or what kind of thing she was doing. That's interesting, though, because I'd be interested to know. All right. If you'd like to make a claim on any of these, most of the people I see here are all regulars. You all know how to do this, but for anyone watching who doesn't know, take down this lot number. We're continuing with the RF series. We went to 32 yesterday, so random find 33. So RF 33, take that down, put it in the subject line of an email, send that email to info@allegorygallery.com. It's up here and also scrolling down here. And that's it. Send us that email. First come, first serve. We also have, I also want to say, send a new email each time. Don't reply to an old one to send it. That messes everything up. It means you don't get anything most of the time. So send a new email, just put this in the subject line, address it to info@allegorygallery.com, and hit send. Easy peasy. All right, first thing up, this is a big old strand of electroplated quartz. This is a beautiful strand. I put a really good price on this. This is probably a $36 strand. Nice big chunks of rutilated quartz. Some of y'all like the treated stones. Some of y'all are anti-treated stones. My view on things is, as long as you know there's a place for everything, right? As long as no one's trying to fool you, there is a place for everything. RF33, $28 only for the strand. And this strand is about a 15-inch strand. 15-inch strand. Where's my, my calipers are missing. MIA. MIA. Where'd they go? I probably buried them. There they are. I did bury them. Remember, this is baked in the oven for a half hour. Those must be some kind of other things, because I don't think you can bake the ones we've got. These are about 26 millimeters by, they're all going to be a little different, of course, by about 8.5. RF33, not rutilated, electroplated quartz. They're this beautiful kind of amber color with an AB finish on them. They glow. They kind of remind me of like a sunstone. Beautiful color. I think those would make really great earrings. Maybe use 2 of them like that with a bead in between, maybe a sunstone bead in between, or something that would contrast, or even a quartz, a clear quartz. Or I could see some maybe like a green in between would be really pretty. Make some earrings out of those. RF33, $28. And I'm going to try checking my email as we go here. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Yes. Okay. 33. 34. Okay, so this one is one of the sets of jewelry that I was talking about earlier today, earlier in the show. This is a necklace and earring set. I marked it at only $15. Again, these are not generally meant for you to buy and wear, because you all make stuff. If we were selling just the jewelry, yes, I could understand people buying it to wear it. And if you want to, you can too. It's up to you. It's a really good price. But this is the necklace. These are the earrings. And these are they feel like a vintage plastic. I think these are a vintage plastic. They're super lightweight. Super lightweight. And they're really pretty. You get the whole set for $15. That strand of the vintage plastic, like I said, I think that's what it is. They could be painted wood. They're super light. They could also be painted wood. I don't know for sure, but they're nice and light. They're not, the reason I think they're vintage plastic, they're not like scratched up or anything. I think it's a super cool thing. Suzanne says super cool, right? Yeah, I think they're super cool. We've got a lot of stuff like this in a box. And if y'all like them, we can do a show on those maybe. At really good prices like this. 15 bucks, you get the whole thing. You cut that apart. I mean, we sell strands of vintage plastic, $4 a strand, and the strands are about that size. So you know there's more than 4 of those strands on here. So you've got, it's well worth the money. And if you can use beads like that, Like, look how they made earrings like that. I could probably sell these earrings in the store just as is for probably at least $12. I mean, $8 to $12, easy. So you cut these apart, make some earrings. You got different sizes. You could do some drop earrings with multiple sizes. You got the rounds on here as well. You can add those in between. Super easy to make things with. RF34. All right, everybody. This is one of my favorites of the night. It's early today. My favorites, usually I keep them toward the end, but one of my favorites of the night, or day, I guess it's daytime right now, RF35. This is normally about a $40 strand of green kyanite. And this is green kyanite, but it is kind of on that verge of blue and green. This is a vintage strand. Look at that one with a streak through it. So you can really see the difference in color. But it's got like almost a tealy green, tealy blue color to it. Beautiful stones in kyanite, top drilled, only $36. I've got one strand for y'all. This could be one that Andrew didn't want to give away. I don't know. He didn't want to sell, but I found it and I said, ooh, people are going to go crazy for that, because I went crazy for it. This is a 16-inch strand. I said it's a vintage strand, RF35. I mean, just look at the color. Oh, my light is way off over here. Let's bring my light down. There we go. Let's get some light on that. Look at how pretty those are. And they're just a sweet shape for doing something like earrings with, right? Or using them as dangles on a necklace. I love when you get the ones with the blue kyanite mixed in like that. Look how gemmy that is. RF35 green kyanite, spectacular strand, $36. I haven't seen a strand like this in quite some time. It is beautiful, and especially the shape. The shape is very interesting. A lot of times we get the sticks of green kyanite, right? They're like the raw stick shapes or the longer shapes. These are like a polished little oval, and they are graduated. They are graduated. RF35, $36 for the strand. Marianne says lovely, right? They are. They are a beautiful strand. That's a keeper, maybe. Let's see. Okay, RF36. This is the, oops, there's a hole in this bag. It's like, why is this coming out early? All right. These are the carnelian that I was talking to Danette about earlier. I have two strands of this available. Look at this beautiful carnelian. Faceted carnelian. These are normally would be $24 strands in the store. Doing them at $16 for y'all for this show. That's a special deal for y'all. They're really pretty. 15-inch strands. 2 strands available. And these are approximately about 5.5 millimeter beads. Let's see. They're all different sizes as far as lengthwise, but let's just grab one of these. By about 9.5. About 9.5. Aren't those pretty? Super pretty. RF36, $16 each. 2 strands available. Gemmy, very gemmy quality. Don't let that low price fool you. They're nice. They are nice. I just like to give y'all a break once in a while. Y'all have been liking these random things, so I got very lenient on some prices tonight. You'll see, just because I wanted to give y'all a little extra. All right, next up, I have these. I have a bag full of these. They're rainbow acrylic, and I'm doing them at $1 each, $1 per bead, because I know I could sell them in the store for at least that. $1 a bead. There's more than 20 of them, 20 plus available. I was going to group them by color, but then I didn't have time, so I'm just doing them at $1 each. I will randomly pick colors for you. If you have a color request, I can try to do that for you to the best of my ability. If you buy pairs, I will try to match the pairs if you want. But I think these are super fun, and RF37, these are not like, they're actually all the way through colored. They're not like an outside coating that's put on or a sticker or anything like that. These are actually colored. You can see they're all the way through the beads. And there's no sticker on there, no coating. They're really nice beads. I don't know the provenance of these. Andrew probably would. Like I said, I don't know off the top of my head. I just thought they were really fun. I saw them around here in the studio, in the bead room, and I said, I'm going to show those because I think people would have fun with those. So you can make some really fun rainbowy stuff. All right. So if you want more than one of those, just RF37 in the email times however many you'd like. We have more than 20. So and if you want a specific color, let me know. If you want mix and match, let me know. Johnstown's Finest and Beyond. Hello, Brooke. Thanks for joining us. Says, sending mad love to you. I cannot wait until you come into the store. Soon we're going to make earrings. We're going to make bracelets. We're going to make necklaces. I can't wait. I'm ready whenever you are. I'm there every weekend. Whenever you want to come in, Brooke, come on up. We'll make some earrings. We'll make some bracelets. We'll make some necklaces. We'll have some fun. We could have fun with things like this, making some rainbow earrings, rainbow bracelets. I think that would be fun, right? Oh, I should have given you the size on these. I didn't give you the size on these. Size-wise, about 11 millimeters. Yeah, about 11 millimeters. And I just dropped one. I got to go under the table. And try not to hit my head, right? I'm so excited. I'll be there soon. Good. I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Whenever you want to stop by. No appointment necessary, right? Just stop on in and grab some stuff and make it. All right. Sold a few of those. Thank you so much. RF38 coming up. This is, I'm probably going to get in trouble for selling this. Andrew generally likes to keep these, so don't tell him, everybody. Don't tell him. These are brass beads. Andrew loves these strands of these little spacers like this. These are brass bead spacers. This is a long strand. So this is at least 28 inches. It's probably closer to 30 inches. Brass spacers. 28 is a cheap price to start, but I'm taking it down to 24 for y'all. And these are great. If you've ever seen Andrew's jewelry, he uses these a lot as little groupings of spacers for things. So he'll use them in a little cluster, or he'll use them in between things. They give it a really nice Just a really nice feel. These are brass spacers, 1 strand available. That's it. Like I said, probably going to get in trouble for listing that one, but oh well, there it is. A lot of people have requested that we sell things like this, and we've never really brought them in because Andrew uses them in his jewelry. So this is like a one-time only probably offer. RF38, $24 for the strand, close to a 30-inch strand, and that one has sold. Thank you so much. I had a feeling that one would go. That's why I said don't tell Andrew. You don't have to let him know about that. If it didn't sell and it just went back into the stash, there'd be no issue, right? But I knew that one was probably going to sell. All right, everybody. You know I love pearls. You know it. And I especially love a good biwa long pearl. This is a strand of the biwa pearls. These are vintage pearls, 16-inch strand. That's how you know they're vintage, right? You get a full 16-inch strand. Plus we know. There's 1 strand of these available. I have them at $28 retail. I can tell you this is probably worth more than that. But I said, okay, let's start it at 28. I looked online at what things are going for now, and generally around $28 you can get some semi-decent ones. And you know, we try and do our research when it's possible. But I'm taking these down to 26. I can't take much more off of those because they are well worth that. Probably should have started them around 32, 34. And really should be selling them for 30, 28 or 30 at a deal for y'all, but went down to 26. Beautiful strand. These pearls are about 8.5 millimeters by about 20, and it's a 16-inch strand. Freshwater biwa. They sometimes call these a wire pearl or wire wrapped pearl because of the lines. They look like they're kind of wire wrapped. I've heard them called that anyway. I don't know if it's a general thing, but I have heard some people call them that. They just have such pretty shapes and pretty colors. These, when you make a pair of earrings out of these, that's all you need. You need 1 pearl each, and you've made a beautiful pair of earrings. Very classic and very desirable. Biwa pearls in the brown color. Marianne says even Andrew has limits, so do not worry about it, right? It's true. It's true. Amanda says, what would Andrew say? Don't worry about it. Yeah. There are limits to that, right? RF39 biwa pearls. Now I'm going out of order. What's happening here? There they are. Okay. RF40. This is a nice mixed strand. You've got moonstone on here. See that flash? You've got beautiful moonstone on here. So you've got a chunk of that. I believe it's either onyx or it's obsidian. My guess is that it's onyx, but I don't know 100%. I don't know 100%. And then you've got labradorite with that beautiful flash. Beautiful labradorite. Then you've got some amazing apatite. Beautiful color there. That might be kyanite. That might be kyanite. Usually it's apatite on these, but that's making me wonder. Either way, it's pretty. 1 strand available, 16-inch strand, RF40. Boy, I thought that was apatite until I saw it under these lights. I still think it's apatite. Amanda says, hopefully he'll still have some of his stash left when he gets back. Right? Marianne says, now I wouldn't worry about that, Amanda. Yes, there are definitely some of his stash available. Took these down to $26 for this strand. That's a really nice, these are high quality stones. Very nice quality stones. Like, look at this moonstone. There's like no black in that moonstone. It's just such a pretty color. All white. Beautiful stones. RF40, $26. Down from 30. Down from 30 retail on that strand. Okay. 41. 41. This is another piece of jewelry. Jewelry set from that collection. And it starts with these. And it ends with these. Look at how fabulous. Like, look at that. These are shell, dyed shell, obviously. But beautiful. You've got the check glass in between. You've got the shell pieces as spacers in between. Then you have the large shell pieces down to this gigantic pendant for only $18. Doing it for $18, kind of dirt cheap. But whether you sell this on or you tear it apart and make something else out of it is up to you. But you could definitely make money on this just selling it on. It would be super easy to make more than $18 on this. Depending on where you are, right? You want to be, depending on where you're selling and what you're doing. But very pretty colors, very pretty. It's got a chain, so it's expandable or extendable. And you can see it's starting out at about 15 inches, and you can go anywhere up to, come on, to about 20 inches, so 15 to 20 inches. Beautiful set, RF41, only $18. Like, I could sell this, probably this pendant in the store for about $12 to $15. So that's like the price of the whole thing, practically. Those earrings, easily sell those earrings for probably $8 at least, 10, 12, probably in our retail store, probably 10, 12 at a show, at least $8, depending on where you're at. Probably more in a lot of places too. Let's see. RF. Oh. What did I do? I did two 42s. Got carried away. Let me mark one of these 42A. 42A. Okay, so this is RF42A because I did two of them. These are gold-plated charms or pendants. You see there's the bell there. They've got that satiny gold plating. RF42A was $16, now $14. Beautiful gold plate. And these come in at around 21 millimeters by 21 by 21. Nice little leaf design. It is designed on both sides. You see the ribs of the leaves sticking out on that side and indented on this side. Beautiful leaf. Just about 7/8 of an inch. RF42A, $16, now down to $14. Gold plated, satin gold. Now, RF42 is this one, this little orange or lemon or lime, whatever you want it to be. Gold plated again, was $15, bringing it down to $10 for y'all. Nice deal on that one. It's about 15.5 millimeters, and with the bail, about 20. There's one side, and there's the other. I love this. I love citrus stuff. Citrus fruits, berries. I love when I see jewelry with citrus or berries, fruits and berries, which is why I am loving what Andrew is doing with his strawberry and his, I think it was a peach or an orange, that he casted in metal. If you didn't see that, check Andrew Thornton Artist on Instagram or Facebook, and check his personal timeline to see the bears that he ran into the other night, if you missed that. Okay, did I do a 43? I did do a 43. RF43. RF43. This is rose quartz, but in a very different design, different shape. You don't see it like this very often. This is normally, I'd say, about an $18 strand, but one of these is cracked. It's not cracked to the point where it's coming apart or anything, or it's broken all the way through, but it is cracked, so I reduced the price of this down to $12. $12. This is about an 8-inch strand, a little over 8 inches. But you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them for sure, for $12. So that's like, what, $2 a bead. I could easily probably sell these per bead for more in the shop. And you can price them easily more than that if you're making jewelry out of them. But wouldn't that be a beautiful pendant? You know, rose quartz is very well sought after for healing properties. It's one of the first stones everybody knows for healing. So it's a very easy stone to use, especially in this different shape. And this one has sold. So thank you so much. Let me give you, for the person who bought it, let me give you the sizes. It's about 30.5 millimeters. Just about 30.5 millimeters. And yeah, that's it. Somebody got a steal on that one, right? Because that's easy to use, easy to make things out of, and it's an odd shape for a gemstone. Okay, where are we at? 44. Okay. We got some of those biwa pearls again. Found another strand. I found a few strands of these. This is the second strand. I have 3 tonight. That's a hint. This one's in white. The beautiful white pearls. These biwa wire wrapped pearls. They're not really wire wrapped, but they look like they're wired. Stick pearls. We're 28 a strand. Really could be worth more than that for sure, but bring them down to 26 for you. These are ones, again, I don't know if Andrew wanted me to sell. They were kind of set aside a little bit in a bag. but these are 16-inch strands. Andrew often likes these kind of pearls for earrings, little dangle earrings. And like I said, the other pair, these are very easy to make a simple earring out of. Use 2 of them and just sell a bunch of little earrings like this. Who doesn't want a classic little earring like that? It goes with jeans, it goes with dress up. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. You can wear a nice little pearl, and pearls are still very in right now. Everybody's still wearing the pearls. RF44, $26 for this kind. And I know we don't have everyone watching that we normally have watching. So I know there are people who like that stuff who aren't watching right now. So I hope people will watch the rewatch. Please share this broadcast so people do see it later, since we are going live earlier today. I know a lot of people couldn't join us because of that. Probably still in work. I understand if you want to wait till the end to see everything before you share it, but please do share it. We'd be very happy to have you do that for us. Okay, next up, more pearls. Super, super pretty. Just gorgeous quality. White pearls. They've got that luminosity to them. They've got rainbows in them. They've got that shine to them that you want to see in a pearl, right? They're not dull. Now I do have 4 strands of these. We were lucky enough to have 4 strands of these. These are vintage pearls again. You can tell 16-inch strands generally mean they're going to be a vintage strand. But look at the color. These are size-wise around 8.5 millimeters. I'm giving you an extraordinary deal on these. I would price these at $32 right now in our pricing. I'm giving them to you for $22 a strand. So that's $10 off. That's more than 20% off. And we have 4 strands available that I'll do at that price. Otherwise, these are going probably into the online store at $32. Probably never to be sold at $22 ever again. Because we don't generally do more than about a 20% off sale. Sometimes we go to 25. That'd be getting close, right? But that's RF45, $22 a strand. We've sold a strand of those, so we're down to 3 strands available on those. Thank you so much. All right, here's the last of those wired, quote-unquote, wired biwa pearls. My favorite color I saved for last on these is the green. Look at those freshwater pearls, biwa wired, because they look like they've had wire wrapped around them. Pearls. They've got that AB with the green coloring. Freshwater dyed pearls, biwa sticks. Were $28, taking them down to $26 for the strand for y'all. Beautiful green color. Of course it's my favorite. It's green. It's like my favorite color. 16-inch strand. And just to give you a size on these, approximately, well, it depends how they go. They flip that way, they're about 6.5. They go this way, they're about 8.5. And lengthwise, just checking on one of these, is about 20. RF46. Such a lovely color green. Nice, light, beautiful green. RF46, $26 for the strand. We've sold another one of the 45s. That brings it down to 2 of those left. All right, RF47, giving me an excellent deal on this too. Now, I know I took one of these off the strand. Where are you? There you are. Oops. I have 7 of these available. These are a beautiful apatite. They're a tumbled nugget, and they're a matte tumbled nugget. Matte tumbled apatite. Beautiful color. Isn't that, they are lovely. They've got that like inner glow. And they were $12 a strand is what I would price those. And now $10 for you all for this show. Now this strand it's a little bit shorter. I think it's a 15-inch, it's a 14-inch strand. 14-inch strand, $10 only though. Look at that. They've got, sorry, my screen is going dim. They've got, like I said, they've got like an inner glow to them. They're really pretty. I've got 7 strands available, so I'm offering them at a really good price. Just to clear some of them out. And there you have it. We've sold 1 of those so far, so we are down to 6 strands of those available. Let me check my junk mail real quick. Looks like nobody's going into junk, thankfully. I think it's been a few days since I've seen anyone in the junk mail, so that's a good sign. What was that? 47. 48. Or 48. These are going to be $6 for the whole lot. And these are glass leaves, twisted leaves. They've already got a bale in each one. And you're getting the white and a few of the matte clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 leaves for $6. That makes them 50 cents each only. 50 cents each only. RF 48, only $6 for the whole lot. I just think they're very sweet. And let me see here. About 15 millimeters by about 29.5 with the bales. And I think these would be great as we get into winter, having some winter earrings, winter white. Beautiful little glass beads. Whoop. Let's not roll over that one. It's safe, everybody. Nothing happened. Beads are a lot more durable than we think sometimes, right? All right, we've done this one before. We still have it available. It's this cute little critter. These are by Bob Burkett. These are Shibuichi. And they have garnets for eyes. These are his originals. These are not the ones that are currently made as reproductions of his designs. These are the ones that he made. This is one of the ones that he made. And it was $40. We've sold a number of them at 40. Brought it down to 36 for this show. Maybe we can find this little critter a home. By the talented Bob Burkett. Very talented metal worker and caster, sculptor. These are about 2 and just about almost 2.5 millimeter holes in there. Nice large hole. Garnets for eyes. Casted by Bob. These are not the reproductions you find on the market now. He has somebody who makes his stuff now. But these are his actual, this is one of his actual made ones. We got it from him. So we know, got it direct from the source. This little critter. And this critter is about 15 millimeters by about 10. RF49. Artisan made bead. If you don't know Bob, he makes amazing things. He's been having some health issues lately, but I believe he's on the mend last we heard, and he's possibly getting back into working, which would be amazing because he had some eye issues. He wasn't able to see much anymore. So I'm hoping that he can come back from all of that because he is an amazing talent. RF50 is this gold-plated pendant, and you can use it in many, many ways. It can hang multiple ways. It can be strung up as a connector. You can use this many, many ways because it's got all 4 bales on it, however you want to use it. It's also got a hole in the center if you want to use it through the center as some kind of a button, or stick something up through there and back down through and create a loop. RF50 was $20, now $16. Gold plated. Beautiful piece. And this is approximately 27 millimeters, or just about an inch. Just about an inch. RF50. Okay, I gotta work a little faster here because I gotta make sure I make it to my class close to on time. Susan is here. Hello everyone, better late than never, I guess. Yeah, we had to start early because of my pottery class, Susan, but glad you can make it in. Lots of stuff still available in the rewatch, beautiful things. I do suggest checking out the rewatch afterwards because there's lots of stuff that have not sold, but we are going on at a weird time, so I know that a lot of our people aren't watching. RF51 is this vintage coral strand, and I'm doing this strand super cheap for y'all, $6. $6, vintage coral, little coral sticks. I know some of you really like the chips and the sticks and the odd shaped pointy things. I like them too. But this is a really wonderful strand, and I just threw on a great price. This is a 16-inch strand. Most of these are vintage strands, so they're 16 inches for the most part, many of them. Vintage coral. Not much more to say, it's just really pretty. RF51, and it's a great price, $6. Okay, RF52, this is Hamilton gold, metal plated plastic. So it's super light, but it's got that gold plating. And you can see this strand was $22. And these are large holes. You can see the giant string going through these. Gold plated. RF52, $16 only. And this strand is about a 6.5-inch strand. Super light. Beautiful way to add that splash of color, that splash of gold into something without adding hardly any weight at all. This whole strand barely weighs anything. So you have that splash of gold, but because it's vintage plastic plated, you hardly have any weight at all. If If you made some earrings out of that, they would look like gold nugget earrings. They kind of would be gold nugget earrings, right? But they'd be super light and easy to wear. I think that's a great thing. Make a pair of earrings out of that, sell that for $18, and you've made more than that strand's worth back. This is the same thing, it's just a slightly larger strand. Well, the nuggets are larger. You can see this price on here was $39. Brought it down to $24 for y'all. These are big nuggets. Imagine those on earrings. Maybe I'll catch the rest later. Hope everyone has a great evening, and William's pottery class is fun. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good evening. RF53, $24 for this strand. This is a 7-inch strand. Large nuggets. Large nuggets. Make a pair of earrings. Make up your price in just using 2 of them. Super light, super fun. Who doesn't like gold? I used to not like gold. I like gold now. That was 53. Okay, 54 is something that we've had before. You may recognize it. We tried selling it at $36. These are, I was going to do these by the bead, but I figured let's just one more time try to sell it this way. These are hand-carved fluorite. Really good quality, very well worth the $36 we were asking. But since they didn't sell the first time, running them again, I just cut the price. $28. $28, hand-carved, fluorite, kind of floral-like beads. This is a gigantic one right here. Very nice quality. You can see that translucency through many of these. Various shapes, all hand carved. Cut that price way down for y'all. Even if you just use one at a time as a pendant, like how spectacular would that just be on a chain? One of those on a chain, one of those on a chain. There's top and bottom on that one. That one, of course, look how beautiful that would be. So very lovely grouping, $28. If that doesn't sell tonight, I will probably take those and sell them by the bead. I'll probably sell those by the bead. And that just sold. So thank you so much. You got a really good deal on that one, person who grabbed that. Because I gave you a super good deal on those today. Get in there, get in there. Okay, that's 54, 55. All right, 55. Found some vintage lucite around and made a little grouping of vintage lucite. Just fun colors, only $6. If you grabbed one of those kits we had yesterday, we had that green lucite, those green lucite triangles in that kit. These would be fun to mix with it. Just got some fun shapes. Vintage resin, vintage lucite, one of those. And that's RF55. RF55, only $6. These range in size. I think the smallest here, let's see, is about 6.5 millimeters. And I'd say either this one, these are 19. Let's see how wide these ones are. 18, yeah. So about, what, 6.5 to 19 millimeters. RF 55, only $6. $6 for that group. RF56. Kazori beads. Fun Kazori beads, RF56. There are 2 of them available. The lot for 2 is $6. These are some really beautifully colored ones, glazed ones. I just had somebody message us whether we had Kazori beads in the store. So if these don't sell, I know exactly where these are going. They're going right into the store. I found a few more laying around here as I was looking for things. These were just the prettiest ones that I thought were the prettiest. It's all subjective, right? But these are only $6 for the pair, $3 each. Whoop. And they are generally Kazori are around the same size, 21 and a half by 23. RF56. What's next? RF57. Gave you a really good deal on this strand too. This is a, I think, 6mm. Yeah, 6.5mm strand, multi-strand. So you're getting opalite on here, which is a man-made stone. You can tell the difference too because these are colder than this. Gemstones will be room temperature, usually cooler than glass. That's one of the ways you can tell. Then you get the amethyst. And then I believe that this is kunzite. At first I thought it was rose quartz, but it has a purple tint to it. And I do believe that this is kunzite. It also has a little bit of a flash to it. So that's a really nice addition to that. Then you're getting the peach moonstone in there. And you're getting the aquamarine. And then the prehnite. So prehnite, aquamarine, peach moonstone, kunzite, amethyst, and opalite. What a beautiful strand. 16-inch strand, 6.5mm, only $18 for that strand. That's well worth that. Well worth that. Down from 22. By the way, sorry, I'm picking up the pace a little bit because I do have to get ready to go soon. All right, this is my favorite of the jewelry. I said we had some jewelry pairs available, right? This is a jewelry set. If this doesn't sell, there's something wrong. Because these are gorgeous. These are resin or vintage plastic, one of the two. And these are spectacular beads. Spectacular beads. So whether you cut this apart or sell it as is, like these earrings, there's nothing wrong with that. You could sell those earrings easy as is. I think they're so much fun. This is on stretch. You'd probably want to redo this. This is probably an old stretch cord. But look at this. Look at these are the ones on here that I am in love with. They're on here and they are on here. There are 3 of them, 4 of them total. And then you're getting more of the ones on the earrings, and you're getting these, and you're getting some of these darker reds. And it's only $24 for this set. This is the first set I found, and I said, we have to show these. We have to show these. Whether people want this or not, I don't know. But like I said, this is jewelry that we bought out, a collection. And it's kind of costume jewelry-ish in a lot of ways. It's a lot of vintage plastic and things like that. But like just taking these beads apart, taking these necklaces and bracelets apart and reusing these beads, like how funky would that be as a pendant? Just such a cool design and a cool shape, that triangular shape. I love this set. $24, RF58. And like I said, don't let the fact, hey Angela, don't let the fact that they're already pre-made set you back, because that's easily, just take them apart and make them into something else. These have not been worn, by the way. They are new. That's another thing I should have said earlier. All this jewelry is new. It was bought from a store that had it. We did a buyout. So it's all new. It's not been worn. All those pieces are new. All right. I've tried this strand once before. I'm going to try it once again. And if it does not sell, I am going to cut them up and sell them individually. This is carnelian. It was $32 a strand. I brought it down to $28 to give it one last try. Look at how lovely these are. One strand of this is available. These stones are approximately 35 by 24 or 23 and a half by about 5.5. In inches, that's about 1 3/8 inches by about 1 inch. One strand available, RF59, was $32. We offered it then, didn't sell. We're gonna offer one more time at $28, and then I'm gonna cut them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of them. I'm gonna sell them for about $3 to $4 a stone each, because I know I can get that in the store. People will use them as a pendant. We can learn wire wrapping with them, and that's how I'll use them. But I wanted to offer them one more time here because I think they're easily worth $28, and I could see a lot of the AG Bead fam out there doing some spectacular things with these. So that's RF59. All right, the next two are morsels of a kit. So this was a kit we had, and I have a few pieces of that kit left. We used some pieces out of it. This is blue dyed fossilized coral. So you get 2 of these rounds. Blue dyed fossilized coral, they're about 12 millimeter rounds. You get these little trilobite check glass. You get 4 of those. And then you get these vintage check glass little rounds. And these are 16-inch strands. These little drooks. And these are 4 millimeters, almost 4.5. And these are only $6. $6 for everything. Easy peasy. RF60. I just wanted to give you a good price. Like I said, that was a kit that we made that I used some pieces out of. I think I made, I don't know what I did with the rest of it. We had those laying around. I have another one here. This is RF61, doing it at $8. You get some vintage glass here. Pull these out. Beautiful blue vintage glass. So just to show you, I believe this is vintage check as well. We have other glass that looks like this in the store. Vintage check. These are glass as well. These little nuggets. So 6 of those. You're getting an AG fine pewter bird. Suzanne says, I have that kit. This one, the blue one. Yeah, this is just, it's a partial too, I believe. I believe it's a partial kit. I don't think I pulled a full kit. And you're getting these vintage check 4mm full strand. That's a 7-inch strand. And then these are S-word crystal drops. And these drops themselves are probably worth the entire cost that I'm charging you, the $8. S-word crystal drops. So it's pretty much you're buying these and you're getting all this for free. But RF61, beautiful kit. It's not a full kit, I don't believe. I used a few pieces out of it for something, but there it is. I found it in my box. I was hunting around for random stuff today, and I was like, oh, let's sell this on for cheap. Those, like I said, those S-word crystal drops alone, you make a pair of earrings with those, you're going to sell that pair of earrings for what, $16, $18 at least? I hope, right? Especially since S-word is getting harder and harder to get for makers, right? Craft people. And yet the public still knows that name and they still recognize that name. So that's the trick, right? I know a lot of craft people got upset at them for not selling anymore, but the public still knows that name, and if you can still use them and find them, you're going to sell them. And the last one tonight is another set of this jewelry. This one's just very cool. I think these are vintage plastic. They're super light. They've got such a beautiful coloring to them and pattern or treatment to them. They look like ceramic, but they're super light, or stone. And so you get those earrings and you get this necklace, which has more of those on. It has some of these. This is, I believe, vintage plastic as well. It's kind of a twisty kind of thing. You get a darker color here. Then you get this ceramic, this lovely ceramic, and then more of these. Let me move these out so you can see the whole necklace. Looks like that. And it's only $12. RF62. RF62, $12. All right. And that's the end of the show tonight, y'all. That's the end of the show. So please share this with your friends. Please let people know we went a little early today so they can watch the rewatch. We've had like 7 viewers today, so thank you all 7 of you who've been tuning in. We really do appreciate it. But I know it's been a different kind of time. It's been a different time. Oh, my email just populated. So 58, 61, 45, and 62 have all sold at least one. I don't know if there were multiples of any of those, but those have all sold at least one. So thank you so much. Marianne says some nice things this afternoon. Really like the necklace sets. Good. I'm glad somebody did. We have a ton of that stuff. Let me flip this camera around real quick. We do have a ton of the necklace sets and things. Necklace, earrings, bracelets. So if you all are interested in a show on that, maybe I'll show that and just give you really good prices on some of that stuff, because like I said, we have a big box of it that we did a buyout on, and it's all brand new. It's not been used. It's not from somebody's personal collection. It was a store that we bought out, and there's some really funky, cool stuff. Some of it's very kind of gaudy. It's from the generation when the costume jewelry was kind of a little bit gaudy, but I kind of like some of it. I saw one today that's, let me just show you, because it's fun. Ooh, I almost broke that one. Didn't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Make sure it's not going to fall apart on me. Ooh. So it's like, look at this. Like crystals and gold and metal. But each one of these, you can see, each one of these is its own individual thing. So I think you could do something with those if you take that apart. That doesn't have to be so in your face. And then this is really, I found that one while I was looking for this one. This is really the one that I saw today. It's pretty gaudy, right? And there are these kind of sections. But look at the spikes. Like, it looks kind of super like gaudy, but then you add that like spike to it. How fun is that? And like, none of the crystals are missing. It's all here. Let's see if I can fit it on. Like, look at that. How cool is that? I didn't show that one today because I didn't know if you'd like that one or not. But we have stuff like that. And we have a whole box of stuff. Like the ones we showed you today. Some of them are kind of flashy, blingy like this. Most of them are kind of like the ones I showed you. Some of them are made from beading wire. Some are made from wax linen. Lots of different things. Suzanne likes the spike bracelet. Me too, right? Looks better on your wrist. I know. When you have it on, it's less gaudy, right? I mean, not by much, but it does look a little bit better on the wrist than just like that, right? But I think it's pretty cool. I still think it's cool stuff. So maybe we'll do a show on that sometime if you're all interested. Leave us notes in the comments either on YouTube or on Facebook if you'd like to see more of those. I have a whole box. You probably heard me digging through it, full of jewelry ready to go like that you can just cut apart if you want, or resell, whatever you want to do, or wear. Maybe you want to buy it to wear it. Why not, right? All new stuff. All right, everybody, I got to run. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Please share this, and don't forget the show Friday, please. What show Friday? What's Suzanne? Don't forget the show Friday. The show I have to go to? Andrew's show? You talking about that? I have not forgot that, but am I forgetting something else? Please let me know what you're because I'm like, what am I doing Friday now? So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you back here. What day is today? Today's Wednesday. We'll see you back here with something. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great one. Bye now.